Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is episode 5 of season 1. It's called Eeney, Meeney, Miney, Magic. Alright, so before we begin, I just have to preface this review by saying this felt like a very unusual episode, right? It's very slow paced by Venture Brothers standards, and there's probably a little bit more investment in character in this episode. But
Definitely.
yeah, but it felt very out of place, at least so far in what we've seen. So let's just dive right into the episode and say that this episode introduces one of my favorite characters, Dr. Orpheus, the necromancer, and his teenage daughter, Triana, right? Triana.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's literally how the episode starts, is that you see everyone in the Venture compound at night, and then Dr. Orpheus comes out of this glowing green machine. And that's the plot really revolves around not only the introduction of Dr. Orpheus as a character, but this particular machine, which I don't believe has a name, right?
No, but I think it's the first invention of Dr. Venture's that actually works in the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, it felt a little weird that, because he's made to be such a moron, right? That he created something pretty fantastical and it works, right?
The way it's supposed to. It's
Yeah,
not like the
so-
pilot where he made something that he one way and then the U.S. Army was like, oh, this is a weapon, we'll buy it.
Yeah.
Like this was, he was trying to build, what'd you say? You call it from Star Trek, the holodeck. And
Yeah.
it worked. The only problem was it was hard to exit,
So,
of course.
so since the whole plot basically, there's not really like an ABC in this. It's really just this machine, the holodeck, or the what is it in the
dream?
X-Men? It's the danger room.
Where the danger room, yeah. For
Basically-
Rocket, it's like the danger room /
Okay already. Jeez.
Although it's something
lovemaking.
it does feel very Star Trek in that it's not just like the holodeck. It's specifically kind of brings your fantasies to life.
Right.
And as Dr. Venture later says in the episode, he's basically using it for erotica, right?
Or porn. Yeah.
But there's a mystical element to it that it like calls people to it. And they don't explain. So when we first see it, Dr. Orpheus, and that's how we're introduced to him, is walking out of the machine.
I know.
then
It seems
later
like a
on,
wasted
he's-
opportunity.
Well, later on he's like, Dr. Venture's explaining to him what it is and how it works and everything. So what was he even doing in there?
Right. Yeah, missed opportunity. Like we should have found out what he was doing there, and it was whatever. Was he seeing his ex-wife? Was he? Who knows? Was he vanquishing Anna demons? Yeah, we don't know. So that kind of seemed like we should have, maybe at the very end, the tag ending should have been what Dr. Orpheus saw in there that made him want to destroy it.
Yeah. So basically, in terms of plot, Brock is drawn into the machine, and then the boys come into the machine to save him, and then Dr. Venture and Dr. Orpheus come to save them, or all three of them. And while Brock is in the machine, he's killing all kinds of people, because I guess that's one of his... He's a bit of a psychopath.
Yes.
But he sees his... Okay, I'm assuming it's his best friend from childhood or something.
No.
that he accidentally killed in a football accident. Was that how he interpreted it?
In high school? Yeah.
And for whatever reason, his friend was deaf. And so when he sees his friend, there's this very bizarre joke, which neither of us remembered. And we've never seen like in anything else, right?
Yep.
Where when the deaf friend is speaking, this picture-in-picture opens up and it's an actual human, live-action human, doing the ASL.
Don't worry, bud. It's okay that you killed me.
It was an accident.
That wasn't your fault. I should have never tried to run. I really should have given you the ball.
For the subtitles.
Yep. And subtitles.
Which doesn't make sense in itself, right? Because there's subtitles there. Like the ASL box should be for everything else in the episode, right?
Right. Yeah, that's good.
It's very kind of bizarre. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
So bizarre.
And it's just some nerdy looking guy.
I wonder if he's actually doing sign language or if he's just making stuff up.
Gibberish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope it's actually ASL.
Did you see that news story that's goes around now and then on social media? How this woman hijacked a news conference and was doing the signing, and she didn't know she was a charlatan. Have you seen that?
What? Really?
Yeah.
No? So she's getting paid. She did it multiple times?
No, I think it was just once because the jig was up right after, But
so they're like, we'll give you $500 to do the sign language for this. And
I don't remember the backstory. She might have just offered to do it for them.
For free?
Like she was there. But it's kind of funny if you look it up. They're just doing, the guys at the podium talking, and she's standing there doing these things and
just things, and it doesn't mean anything.
It's gibberish. It's just like she's just
okay.
Doing
I'll
like
watch
whatever.
that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I can search that. ASL fraud.
But so Brock is suffering from PTSD from killing his friend, right?
Right. It was so that. When the show starts, it's like a dark and stormy night, and both Dr. Venture and Brock in their separate rooms are having nightmares. And Dr. Venture's goes into the womb, and it's like he had a twin, and this twin was, I think the twin was trying to kill him because he has the goatee and the little thing, and the fetus that was being killed was the one with the goatee.
Okay. I would interpret I would interpret it the other way, but I'm not sure because Venture seems like the petty one, right? Jealous one.
Right. And I think later on we find out like he killed or absorbed his twin in utero or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember that. I think we find out more.
This is like the third time I want to say we've seen the womb, some kind of womb scene.
Is the Monarch his brother? The Monarch has a goatee. And
I think that's one of the theories that kind of developed along the way. But as far as what it turns out to be, I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Because I'm pretty sure they introduce his brother later on, the little guy.
Right.
Anyway, real quick. So the machine does have some significance, right? In that it helps Brock overcome this trauma of his.
Yes, that's true. No,
So
the machine worked. Like Dr. Venture actually, it didn't steal it from his dad. He built this machine and apparently put in a orphan's heart into it somehow that runs it. But yeah, then it's the only way they get out at the end of the episode is that it's true love. Dean hears Triana's voice and he's able to open the door and they all escape because he's already infatuated with her.
Yeah, and that obviously will be a continuing plot
Right.
line. His infatuation or crush with her.
Right.
I was just looking up to see if that machine has an official name, and I couldn't come up with anything that fast.
Yeah.
So that was basically the episode. So in my mind, like, so it introduces two big supporting characters and it gives us some backstory or psychological backstory on Brock, I guess. Also shows us that Dr. Venture can be brilliant at times. But overall was kind of strange. So why don't we just rate it?
Well, how do we rate it?
So out of 10.
1 out of 5? Oh, out of 10.
The last two episodes you were enamored with, and I think you
I
gave
really
them
liked
both
it.
9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm going to give a 4.
4. What did we give the pilot? You remember?
Higher than that. The pilot we gave...
Higher than the 4? Because the pilot was pretty bad.
I'm going to say we gave it at least a 6. I don't remember for sure. But in the pilot, you can sense, like, obviously as pilots do, like where this is going to go and what it's going to be like. This one felt a little half-baked to me. And like I said, it's slow paced as far as Venture Brothers goes. It's got really one main plot line, not a few. So 4. What about you?
4. Well, there was no danger in it. Like it wasn't like they were going to get killed inside the machine. They just got stuck in it for like a day. Not even a whole day. Like they get in the morning and get out at, I don't know, after school ends. Well, no, it's at least 6 p.m.
There weren't a bunch of, as far as jokes go too, there weren't a huge amount of laughs in this episode.
No, but that ASL thing was weird. Yeah, so I think because I like the last two and they were stronger plots and there was danger. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah. Wait, 3 or 4?
Yep. 3.5.
3.5. All right.
I'm going 3.5.
And I'm a 4.
Okay. Strong episode.
I'm gonna guess though. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is maybe the lowest rated episode of this season.
Not the pilot? Maybe.
Well, no, because I think I'm pretty sure we rated the pilot higher than that.
Higher. Okay.
Plus,
might be.
If we're not technically counting the pilot, then definitely I'm gonna guess that this will be the lowest rated one. Okay, so that was Eeney, Meeney, Miney, Magic. Perhaps the lowest rated episode of the season. We'll see. Thanks for watching.